Well, his fan base of over 6 million follows him around the world. 6-time WWE champ, lead singer of the metal band Fozzy, and all-around nice guy, and also the author of No is a 4-letter word.
There you go. I didn't know there was 6 million. You guys counted?
We counted.
I think it's over 10 million if it's social media now at this point.
Oh, because we're going Instagram and Twitter.
Just
and
growing
everything.
all over the place.
You're the
Everywhere.
man. You're the man. Chris Jericho, of course.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming in. And you had some fun moments with Gene Simmons over there. You guys know each other.
We do, and my book, No is a 4-letter word, is available on GeneSimmonsVault.com is where you can find that book. I wasn't sure exactly what the email address was. Gene, that could have been a good drinking game.
Right?
You just take a shot every time Gene gave that address, and you'd be loaded in about 3 minutes. No, it's great. I mean, it's funny because the book actually has 20 principles of how I became successful in life and how I followed my dreams and made my goals come true. And one of the principles is
to be like Gene, right?
The Gene Simmons principle, which is always dress like a star, always dress for success. So it was just funny to see him here, and it should be the Gene Simmons shilling principle on how to shill. But yeah, he's a great guy.
No, nice guy for sure. This book, as you explained, and it's really broken down in a way that people can understand. You can apply it to how to anything, how to succeed in life.
People, like I'd written 3 autobiographies in the last 7 years. I love to write, but I thought, does the world really need another Chris Jericho autobiography? I'm not like Farley Mowat, or there's a Canadian guy. But so I thought, what people always ask me, how did you make it in wrestling? How did you make it in music? So I sat down and thought about it, and I came up with these 20 principles. Like I said, the Yoda principle: there is no try, only do. The Vince McMahon principle: work hard and then work harder. The David Bowie principle: always reinvent yourself. And you can apply those things, like, you know, the reinventing thing. If you're in a rut in your job, in your relationship, where you live, you got to change things and reinvent. So it really was kind of a cool way to create my own motivational speaking self-help book, which now is it's really cool to see the reactions once you write it and release it, and hearing people go, I read this chapter and I really enjoyed it, or this book has really helped me to do this, this, and this. And that's a cool position to be in.
Now, you're already a New York Times bestseller. No doubt this one's going to go right to the top of the list. Right to the top.
Yes.
Let's talk. We saw some vids of your band Fozzy. You're on tour.
Yeah, we're on tour. September 26th back in the States. Judas is #1 on Octane on Satellite Radio, and 9 million views on YouTube. So having like a hit song. We've had successful songs before. You're watching Sandpaper right there, but this song has taken it right through the top and right through the roof, and it's a really cool position. Once again, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wrestler and I wanted to be in a rock and roll band.
How do you do both?
And here I am doing both at the highest of levels, so it's really cool.
Amazing at both. You had a bit of a surprise on SmackDown in July. You showed up, the crowd went insane.
Yeah.
When can we see you back?
Well, first of all, I have really no plans as of yet, because it's all Fozzy stuff right now, book stuff and other things go on. Second of all, if I knew when I was going to come back, I would never tell you anyways.
No.
I might be back on Monday night. There's your clickbait. Jericho back on Monday Night Raw this Monday. But yeah, I mean, it's the thing for me that's cool is that to hear that electric, the energy from the crowd and the reaction from the crowd. But I get that all the time, because when I'm not in WWE, I'm doing Fozzy, and we're on tour, and that's that energy that you receive, the vibe, the feeling from the live audience is second to none, and it's an addiction. And I've been doing it since I was 19 years old. So I don't care if I'm busking, you know, in the back of a Starbucks, you know, in front of ACC in 15 years, playing "Blowing in the Wind" or something like that.
We're cheering.
If there's 3 people standing there going, "Good job! Look at this guy. I used to be somebody," then at least it's worth it.
Lastly, for you, we were watching the Entertainment City Pack, where one of the Property Brothers is going on Dancing with the Stars. You did Dancing with the Stars. You made it really far, 6th round, right? So if you have any advice for him, what would you say? Well,
first of all, don't try and be funny when you dance, because it's an art form, and the more you practice, the better you do. Because a lot of people came in and said, well, I'll do 3 hours a day. It's 8 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
But if you commit to it, it's a lot of fun. I was addicted to it. Like when I got eliminated finally after 6 or 7 weeks or whatever it was, I was like, well, what am I going to do? Where's my dancing? How am I going to dance? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So it is kind of a little bit of a jonesing type of a thing, but it's a real good time. It's a blast, and it's something I'm glad I really did.
Yeah, so you find yourself sort of quick stepping in the kitchen and doing all that good stuff.
Yeah, actually, no, I've never danced before, and I've never danced since. So there you go. I played hockey in Madison Square Garden one year on the super skate that they had, and I hadn't played hockey since. kids. Once you play in the Garden, you can't go back to the community center. Once you're on Dancing with the Stars, I'm not going to go to the club, go to Jack Astor's and cut a rug there to a Shania Twain song.
I mean,
it doesn't work that way. I could, but I won't. I won't.
All right, pick up this book. Here
there
it
you
is.
go. There's the book right there. Available where all fine and unfine books are sold. And go to GeneSimmonsVault.com and pick up the vault. And maybe this book will be in it.
It's probably in it.
One of them might be in there. I gave one to Gene. He probably threw it right in one of his vaults, and that was it.
By the way, you can catch him in Oshawa tonight. Book signing,
Oshawa
7
tonight,
p.m.
Indigo. Be there, and I'll be signing books, and I might bust out one of my old Dance with the Stars dances.
I hope you do. BreakfastTelevision.ca for more. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're going upstairs to you, Frank.